Hi guys, Awesome Joe here. Wanted to go ahead and let you guys know that I'm trying something a little bit new here because, like I said before, I love to talk about movies, but also I love to talk a little bit more about movies. To which cases, I've been recently seeing a few different sets of movie trailers, of upcoming movie trailers for this following year, for the year 2019, and there is a lot of stuff within the trailers themselves that got me very curious enough to wanting to talk about it with you guys on YouTube, on Facebook. So let's go ahead and get started here, y'all. Right now, I'm currently at work, so I'm not as occupied as I usually am. But I figured I'd go ahead and take the chance to go ahead and do a little trailer review regarding towards the premiere trailer to the new live action Aladdin movie that's coming out this May, and I'm very much looking forward to it. It's the trailers don't really get me as excited as I wanted it to. Like say for example, the CGI settings. The CGI settings are a little bit too off. They feel a little bit too animated. Because this is supposed to be a live action. I remember the days back, like say in the 90s flicks. The settings were always handmade. They were always built. They were never CGI'd. Nowadays, that's what they are, and I think that that's just what, according to them, their new level of making filmmaking. But to me, I feel like it's something that really draws me out of the movie because it doesn't feel so realistic. It just feels a different version of animation. So that's a big minus for me, and that's what we see within this trailer. That's giving us some sections throughout the film that takes place within the desert or within the kingdom of Agrabah. So it's a little bit complicated for me to get into the feel of the world of Aladdin again, like how we used to remember back in 1992 when the animated film was first released. And it's one of Disney's many very classics. To this day is very favorable by most audiences and fans. And not only to say that when it comes to talking about the settings, we're also talking about character-wise. I don't feel like the actor playing the character Aladdin is too satisfying for me. I'm not trying to compare to the 92 original cartoon classic. It's just that I just don't really feel that the actor trying to portray the character is really capturing my enthusiasm to wanting to see more. But not only that, if I would have to compare which would be the worst actor choice to play a character within this film, is none other than the one who's playing Jafar. Now, I love movies that when we have the hero character, but like I said before, a hero is not a hero without the villain. And the villain Jafar in this is not very villainy as I anticipated it would be. The way that his dialogue is within the movie, it just sounds like he's reading note cards behind the camera. So, and it's not very menacing. I don't like it. I want to feel like I'm looking at the next best villain on the big screen, and I don't feel like I'm getting this. So that's also a big minus for me as well. I'll go ahead and throw a big plus out there that I really do love Naomi Scott playing Princess Jasmine. I thought it was a great character choice. I didn't know who they were gonna decide on picking on who they're gonna play this character, and I think that she looks amazing. She looks beautiful, and I only know her from when she played Kimberly, the Pink Ranger from Power Rangers 2 years ago, and I think that she did a magnificent job playing the Pink Ranger in that movie, and I think that she may be the next best thing in Hollywood as we know it. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing what type of performances that she has in store for us once this movie is released. And we get several character bits that pop up, like Abu the monkey, or I think the rug, the carpet, was in this as well. I mean, if we get the carpet, and that means we're going to be getting some very, very good action sequences happening, soaring around through the Cave of Wonders. And we also get Raja, the tiger. I thought they were gonna, I thought that they didn't have the fundings enough to create an animated tiger in this movie. So I thought they were going to transfer to being from an animated tiger to a live action, human best friend to Jasmine. But based off of what I saw on this morning's trailer, that the Raja is actually a tiger, not a best friend, female best friend. So which is great. I mean, I say that you should stick to the original story line that we all know and remember. But of course, make it your own. Don't stick to the original aspects of what we all remember from the first film. It's just, don't try to change so much. Don't try to make it to where it's not as satisfying as what we all remember from the original. And of course, everyone is going to have a huge, big problem with Will Smith playing the genie. Because why? Everyone remembers that Robin Williams he owned that character back in the 92 animated version. He owned it. That is his own character. He was portraying himself playing the genie, and which is magnificently wonderful. And his character is what brings the movie out into becoming one of the best Disney films of all time. And so it's really complicated for Will Smith to fill in those shoes. Everyone would have expected for Robin Williams to come back and portray the character once more, but of course, as we all know, with his recent passing a couple of years back, that wasn't going to be possible. But if he was still with us today, I'm pretty sure he would really very much take on that mantle again and fulfill that experience one more time. And I think that Will Smith is probably maybe the next best thing to play the character. I really don't imagine anyone else who could do a better job than Will Smith. And when Entertainment Weekly first came out, a lot of people were complaining because he wasn't blue. People were complaining, saying, "Why isn't he blue? They are so gonna mess us up. This movie's gonna be terrible." And so we finally, it was great. They built up the anticipation throughout the trailer when Aladdin rubbed that lamp, and then you just see blue smoke coming out, and all of a sudden you hear, and you're like, yes, here it comes. We're going to see what he looks like. And I know a lot of people are going to be disappointed in this. I know it. And for me, I wasn't disappointed. I actually loved it. I thought it was great. I think that the genie could be done a lot more better. And going back to the character of Jafar, I don't really like the actor portraying him. I think that somebody can do better. I know I recently watched the TV show Once Upon a Time, but I believe it was another show, connected to it. I think it was I don't know, it was something like that, but they had an actor playing Jafar who was Odair Feher. I can never pronounce his name, but he was the guy who played in the original Mummy movies with Brendan Fraser, and he was in Deuce Bigalow, Male Gigolo. And I found that his performance playing Jafar was a lot more interesting than I thought. So I was kind of hoping that maybe there would be some, connection to him portraying this character once more. So I was very fond of his performances playing the villain. But this one I'm not really too fond of. But the thing that really got me very excited when it comes to watching this trailer is the idea that the theme to the movie, to the original 1992 film is, it's a little bit more theatrical, and they included it into this trailer, which gave it much, gave it a lot of epicness, gave you very much excitement. And so it really does put me in a position of very, 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 much enthusiasm. I'm very excited to see this movie. I'm really hoping for it to be good. I really want for it to be good. I just don't want it to be just like another Beauty and the Beast. No, I want it to be something as very epic as what the Jungle Book brought to us. Yeah, I want it to be something that's, something that we've never seen before. And that's pretty much what I've been expecting throughout every single film that I watch. And I think that that's what Disney is trying to do, is they throw out these trailers out there, these very mini trailers. This was only a minute trailer. This wasn't like an actual trailer, theatrical trailer that's like 2-3 minutes long. No, this one only gave us a few glimpses as to what we're going to be expecting when this movie hits in theaters in May. But when it comes to, like, say, for example, the genie, people I already know is going to be complaining about this character. And I know that Disney is going to do whatever it is that they can to reassure the audiences that they're going to be listening to our comments, and that they're going to do whatever it takes to improve their work. So that way it's very, very satisfying for audiences to go into the theater and walk out talking about the many very pluses of what they accomplished throughout this movie. And so I think that's what they're trying to do, and hopefully I'm right, because like I said, it's not a problem for me. I'm okay with the genie. I mean, it's very, very easy to tell that it's just a piece of Will Smith's face pasted on to an animated character. And I mean, I feel like the way that the genie looks, it looks very realistic. It looks very satisfying. I mean, I could go with it. I mean, could they do a little bit more work to improve it? Sure, why not? I mean, there's always a way to make things more better, even though that they're at their very finest. So we'll see what happens when the movie hits in May. I'm very, very excited for it, and it's not my best anticipated movie of all time, according to 2019, but they got my ticket. I will definitely go see the movie once it hits theaters, not only being just a movie critic, but also being, a Disney fanatic. I watched all these animated films that are taking place to being live action films. I used to watch the animated versions when I was a kid. I loved them, and to be honest with you, I really do wish that they didn't touch it, but Disney's coming up with some ideas as to what they can do with their own property, and there's nothing more we can do but just hope for the best, and just really, really to not walk into a theater within one of these movies and have high expectations, because there are times when you go into a theater with high expectations, you end up leaving very disappointed. So it's best to just walk into the theater, sit down, have your popcorn, soda, and just enjoy the film. Not to be so, critical wise or whatever so much. I try not to, because I have been disappointed by several films in the past, and I hope that Aladdin won't be another one added to that list. So this is my trailer review. I am sorry I'm not capable of having to do a trailer reaction yet. I'm not quite there yet, but I'm trying some new things here in order to make my channel a lot more interesting than they usually are. Not only do I have movie reviews, I want to go ahead and also include trailer reviews. If you guys have any questions, comments, complaints, or concerns, please leave a comment in the section on the bottom, and let's have an awesome conversation regarding towards this movie or any movies that you would like to talk about in general. And don't forget, if you like this video, please like and subscribe to both of my pages on both YouTube and on Facebook at Awesome Joe, and we can have a great time talking about movies. So I'm Awesome Joe, and as always, stay awesome. Thanks guys so much, and I will go ahead and see y'all in the next video. Bye.